everyone. Welcome to the fall edition of Cooking with Color for Kids. On today's show, Chef Mika will show us how to make some delicious dishes for the fall. We'll meet 3 trainees from the Palm Beach School of Autism, a young chef, Devi Masala, who will show us how to make a raw vegan bean salad. We'll also learn how to be healthier with Dr. Sharon Wilborn, who runs a mobile health clinic. And finally, we'll learn about designing a functional kitchen from Shuki, the co-owner of Boca Kitchens and Baths. So let's get started.
Our recipes for today's show will highlight orange, yellow, and purple fruits and vegetables. Orange fruits and vegetables boost immune system and maintain healthy hearts. Yellow fruits and vegetables regulates inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and promotes healthy joints. And purple fruits and vegetables are rich in antioxidants and anti-aging brain health. The fall season is perfect for eating an array of delicious, healthy, colorful fruits and vegetables. So join us as we get creative this fall with tasty salads, smoothies, hummus dips, and even a quick yummy dessert.
I'm excited today that we have the opportunity to learn a little bit about Project Next. I'm here with Patrick Pierre.
Hello, I'm the director of Project Next.
And tell me a little bit about what your charter school is doing for students in Palm Beach County.
So what our charter school is doing is we're basically taking students with autism who are aged 18 to 22, and we're kind of exposing them to these greater life opportunities just through life, work, leisure. And part of that is what this wonderful gentleman, Mr. Wayne, does with our students. We have 2 chefs, Mr. Wayne and Mr. Alano, who kind of have this amazing cooking program with our students. And a big part of that is not only building employment skills with our students, but also building life skills so the students can learn how to cook certain items for themselves and also hopefully turn that into employment opportunities in the future.
How many students do you have at this time?
So currently we have about 37 students in our program, and we work with students on all areas of the spectrum, of the autism spectrum, and it's a big thing that I think is a part of our heart in our program. I think we had our parents who had students with us, and our parents were kind of wondering what the next step was, and I think that's really why we're Project Next, because we're trying to solve that question of what's really the next step for our students. When they leave the Palm Beach School for Autism, where do they go next? And I think Project Next was the solution for that. And I think it's a part of the solution.
Thank you for being with us today. And also Chef Wayne Cooper.
Hello, I'm glad to be here today. I'm from Palm Beach School for Autism. I'm the chef, and I teach the kids everything from safety and how to prepare meals for themselves and to be employable.
It's very exciting when you see them graduate and some of them get hired, isn't it? How many students would you say that you have on a weekly basis learning how to cook and become chefs?
About 22.
And are they wanting to learn for their own employment, or do you think for their own enjoyment at this point?
A little bit of both. Some of them they love to come in and cook and go home and tell their parents what they've made.
And you guys do a big service for the community too, I understand. You're cooking for more than just the students sometimes and the parents?
Yes, that and the staff.
Yes, it sounds wonderful. If people want to get involved in this important program, how would they go about doing that?
So they can go to the Palm Beach School for Autism website. You can find the link for Project Next there. And you can also follow our Facebook page where we post a lot of stuff about our program and what we do. And it's just an amazing opportunity for these students.
Can we meet a couple of your students today?
Yes, we can. We have them here, absolutely.
Yes. Who am I meeting? Hi there.
Hi.
This is Hunter.
My name's Hunter Levy.
Come on in.
My name's Hunter Levy.
And?
Braden Kelly.
Yes, good to have you both. Now, what are we making today?
We're making nachos. Palm Beach School for Autism famous nachos.
Well, let's begin.
Okay. So first thing, we usually start off with the nachos.
Yes.
So we start off with the nachos and, well, start. Okay.
Wonderful. And what's next?
Well, we're still adding the nachos.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing next after that.
Are you going to help me too?
Yes. Okay. We have nacho meat, and if you're wondering how we make our nacho meat, we usually put in like a little bit. We actually add the beef itself, a little bit of nacho seasoning, and also garlic plus hot sauce.
It looks fabulous.
I'm adding the next step, which is the cheese parts. Okay, let me just.
what type of cheese are you putting in?
Oh, these are nacho cheese. They're basically like mixed with Parmesan and a little bit of like American cheese. Okay.
Excellent.
The next thing that is right next is to add the salsa. And the salsa we usually get from stores and stuff, but they're really well made.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It looks beautiful. I know we're going to have plenty of takers for this today.
Yep. So
So here we have young chef Raven with us. Hi Raven, how are you?
Good.
Good. We are making a pineapple sorbet, a 3-ingredient pineapple sorbet. So it's actually 3 ingredients we're going to put in. So I'm going to give you these pineapples. You're going to help me. We're going to use a food processor. And we're going to add pineapples in. It's cold, huh? Okay, so I guess I'm adding pineapples. Pineapples and juice. We're using frozen pineapples. You can also use fresh pineapple. So we'll put them in. About half a cup. Agave, can you put the agave nectar in? We'll use agave nectar as well. You can also use raw honey if you like. Put that in. And lime juice. Now typically your pineapples will be frozen. Ours have thawed a bit. But what you want to do is you use your frozen or your fresh pineapple. You'll post them a bit and let them get, we're going to leave these here. We're going to put these on at the very end. We're going to post the pineapple and let it get crumbly. And as it gets crumbly, you'll add in your agave and your lime juice to loosen it up a bit. And your finished products, Raven and I made earlier, will look like this. You want to keep it in the freezer for as long as you can. We're going to scoop it. It looks yummy, right? Scoop it out like ice cream. It's like a fancy ice cream, yeah? Let me bring your bowl to you. You're going to scoop it out? Here. Let's do 2 scoops, 1 for you, 1 for me. Oh, that looks good. And Raven wanted to add sprinkles to her pineapple sorbet today. So it's going to be nice and soft. And this is really something that the kids can help with. And once you get everything pulsed up with the pineapple, you want to add it to, if you can, a clear ramekin or a clear dish. Put it with a layer of plastic wrap and put it in the freezer. And it'll stay there overnight. It will be perfect. Raven put all the sprinkles in. So we're going to add more sorbet since she added all the sprinkles. And you can garnish with a little fresh pineapple as well. She made it look very nice and festive for fall. And we're eating it. And that's perfect. This is what happens when you're cooking with kids. But in our case, we're cooking with color with kids. Right, Raven? Did you tell everyone how old you were?
4.
4. So Raven is our young chef. Thank you for being on the show with us today, Raven.
Bye.
Did you have a good time? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good for them too. Just pineapples, agave, and lime juice. So thank you for joining us. We'll have to have you on again.
Hi, everybody. I'm with Devi Ramprasad today, and she is a 10-year-old entrepreneur who's going to teach us how to make a very special dish. Can you tell me what it is?
I'm going to be making a pepper salad. It has all different kinds of vegetables without like the lettuce and the ranch of your normal salad. This is just a veggie salad.
So it's vegan. Do I understand?
Yes.
And what do we start with?
Peppers. You start with peppers, and then you have chickpeas, and then you have tarka, which is a mixture of chilies, curry leaves, oil, and mustard seeds. And you have cilantro, turmeric, and yogurt. You can leave the yogurt and turmeric out, but that's another way to make it.
So it sounds like a very healthy dish. It's vegan, so nothing beef. It's all healthy for you. And at the end, you add this special spice? Tell me
Yes.
about the spice.
This is my spice, chat masala. I have another spice, sesame masala, and another spice, chutney masala. I also have these aprons that I sell on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy.
Now, where did you learn how to make all these beautiful dishes?
I learned how to make these dishes from my mom and my grandma from my dad's side.
And where does she live?
She lives in India.
So you traveled there and learned how to cook with her.
Well,
Exciting.
we travel there like every other summer, and she learned.
She must love
learns and-
teaching you. So show me. Let's put this all in and let's get started. Yellow pepper is a whole one?
Yes, a whole
Okay,
yellow
whole
pepper.
yellow pepper. And then next we have orange.
A whole orange pepper.
So we put all the exciting colors together.
Red pepper.
And also-
And a green pepper.
Perfect. Oh,
Next,
our favorite, chickpeas.
next you put chickpeas. And then the mixture of chilies, curry leaves, oil, and mustard seeds.
Mustard seeds. Beautiful.
You can add next a little cilantro. And then plain yogurt. Next, add a little bit of turmeric.
What would you say, half a teaspoon?
Yeah, about like this much.
You cook by eye.
Because turmeric, if you use a little, it goes a long way.
Did we forget anything? And your beautiful spice?
Oh, yes. And then I'm just gonna.
And then mix. That looks so easy. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today.
And now we're making our banana berry replenishing smoothie. This smoothie is really beautiful. It's our purple in our show today. We're actually giving a nod to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So this smoothie is going to be nice and replenishing for any patient surviving chemo treatments, but not just chemo treatments. It's any type of, it's for all of us actually. The ingredients that I use today, you guys will see. It's delicious. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a lot of frozen fruit and some vegetables also. I'm gonna use some frozen cherries and add them in. And again, this is a smoothie, so it's, again, like cooking, it's eyeballing. You're not really gonna take many measurements, but if you guys need the measurements, we'll have them on our website. This is a tropical blend of pineapples, mangoes, and strawberries. And then we have frozen banana, kale, cherries, strawberries again, and blueberries. So again, blueberries and all the berries have that antioxidant fighting rich power. We're gonna use a blend of spices. In this spice blend here I'm making, I have ginger, turmeric, nutmeg, and cinnamon. So we're adding all that. Again, probably about a quarter of a teaspoon. And then we're gonna use raw honey. We did use a little raw agave in the pineapple sorbet recipe, so this time we'll use a little raw honey. Moringa, I'm always sneaking in moringa for smoothies for the kids. And then we have ground flax seeds and wheat germ as well. So this is just gonna make it, give you that nice extra bit of protein and fiber that you need. And then we're having some Greek vanilla yogurt. I'm gonna add that in. Any brands will do, but you wanna make sure that it is Greek vanilla yogurt. We're gonna use a little cashew milk. So we'll add that in. It's about half a cup of cashew milk. And then this is a blend of strawberry banana juice with a little coconut water as well. So you all know how to blend this up. And this, I actually use the ground flax seeds instead of whole flax seeds, but you can use whole flax seeds. And here we blended it. It's right here, nice and purple, as you can see. Like I said, our nod to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this smoothie is gonna be replenishing and good for anyone to drink. You do want it to be a little on the frothy side because it has all that nice frozen fruit in there. And all the frozen fruit is gonna replenish you with the nutrients and vitamins that your body absolutely needs, that throughout the day we get replenished. And so we need to regenerate and put them back in here. So we'll just have our smoothie here. And I'm gonna take a sip. And thank you guys for watching our show, Cooking with Color for Kids.
I'm honored to introduce Dr. Sharon Wilborn, who's taking the philanthropic world by storm. I love the idea of what you're doing, but please share with us today a little bit about your 501c3.
Yes, so my 501c Evolve Med is a mobile healthcare clinic for preventive healthcare to the community for low-income families.
And which communities are you serving in South Florida and our area?
We serve Broward County and Miami-Dade County are the two counties that we're serving
So
now.
far.
So yes, it's
So
now.
it's all donations.
Yes, our funding is government funding, and donations is our main source of funding.
So do people go to a website, Evolve Med, or how
Yeah,
do they hear
so,
about you?
We are on all social media aspects. Our website is evolvemed.org. Instagram is Evolve Med Clinic, and Twitter, Evolve Med Clinic, and then Facebook is Evolve Med.
And tell me about some of the packages that you take to these families and the education you provide.
Yes, so we have two different programs. We have Kind Health and Kind Shots. Our Kind Shots consist of immunizations and vaccinations, which are free, just based on your income. And in our Kind Health is we bring education to the community on the preventive side, as well as we provide hygiene kits for the homeless and Title I schools.
So everyone needs knowledge to prevent some of these very preventable
Most definitely.
maladies.
So, we did a study. So when it came across dealing with the homeless, they can get food all day long. But when it comes to hygiene and just necessities of brushing your teeth or soap or whatever, those are the things that they really need. So we decided that we wanted to have this part of our Kind Health campaign, along with random acts of kind health.
And how do you go and distribute this within the communities? You have a mobile unit that you guys are waiting for now that you're building?
Yes, so our phase one is to advocate for your health and go into the community. Our phase two is that our unit's being built. It takes a year for it to get built. So once our unit's built, we go into different neighborhoods and we distribute them.
That's wonderful. It's fabulous. And how can people get involved if they would like to?
Oh, there's so many ways you can get involved. You guys can, we're on Amazon Smiles. So you can always, 5% of the proceeds that when you go on Amazon goes to Evolve Med, just find our name. And you can always
Fabulous.
donate through our website.
That sounds terrific. Thank you so much for being with us, Doctor.
No, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Our next yummy fall recipe is in roasted acorn and butternut squash hummus. So hummus is a really great, easy, healthy recipe for children to eat with vegetables, chips, or any types of tortillas. So here we're going to do, I roasted my squash seeds. They're going to be for garnish. They are the roasted seeds, the seeds from the acorn squash and the butternut squash. So I actually roasted them in the oven. I roasted butternut squash and acorn squash. We're going to add them to the bowl of a food processor. And what I did was I used garlic and Italian spices, a little salt and pepper. And I also used, we had a young chef on earlier in our show, Debbie, and I used some of her chat masala on my spice. And it came out really, really delicious. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in. Chickpeas, because of course, in order for you to make your hummus, you need your chickpeas. I am going to leave out the tahini paste, which is made from sesame seeds. And that's just an optional thing. You don't have to have that if you don't want it. Have a little lemon juice here. So I'm going to add that. Sesame oil and olive oil as well. Now, remember that hummus is not like pesto, so you can actually add your oils in, and you don't have to allow them to emulsify where you add them in once the food processor is actually blending. You can add them in at the same time. And then we'll do a little garlic. I mince my garlic, but using pre-minced garlic is fine, and a pinch of salt. We can use pink Himalayan sea salt if we wanted to get a little fancy, but I just use the regular kosher salt here. And we'll blend them up. So of course you guys, for magic of TV, for the sake of time, I have it already made here. And what I'm going to do is garnish it with, again, a little bit of this delicious chat masala from our good young chef Debbie. And I'm going to put our roasted seeds on here. This is the pumpkin seed, not pumpkin, I'm sorry, squash. Pumpkin is in the squash family, it's all a gourd. So this is actually butternut squash and acorn squash seeds. And I have them all here. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can actually see how yummy it looks. I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil because it's always nice to have a little extra of that taste of olive oil and sesame oil in there as well. You can put red pepper flakes on, but since we're serving them to kids, I'm going to just leave that spice out. On the side here, to keep with our theme for yellow and orange, I have some plantain chips. I have yellow and orange bell pepper, and we can dip that in there. I'm going to hold so you guys can actually see how delicious it looks. And this is, again, a nice appetizer for any fall dish for Thanksgiving coming up, or any of the holiday seasons that we're going to embark on very soon. So again, roasted butternut and acorn squash hummus. Delicious.
If you ever wanted the excitement of getting your kitchen or bath recreated, there's no better place to start than with Boca Kitchens and Baths. I'm with Shuki Conroy today, and she's one of the owners, and they make your experience so exciting and simple. Tell us a little bit about you and your partner, Gloria.
Well, Gloria and I worked at Boca Kitchens for about between 13 and 15 years between the two of us. She worked there 15 years, me 13 years, and almost 2 years ago we had the opportunity to purchase the business, which was very exciting for us.
It's exciting because it's a woman in business
a
success
whole
story here.
Woman business. We have one guy, our Jimmy, project manager.
For a token.
But other than that, we are all women designers and women owners, and it's very exciting.
So there's no project too small or too large? Soup
the-
to nuts.
We do everything from beginning to end, including designing, product selection. Gloria is a general contractor in the state of Florida, so we do all the work. And project management, so we pull permits, we do everything from beginning to end, turnkey and concierge service.
So if I want to come in tomorrow and I'm going away for the summer because I'm a snowbird, you and I can pick everything out along with the designers, and they can set up the project, and by the time we return in the fall,
All done.
done,
All done.
finished,
We
complete.
take total control of the project. We will update you with pictures, with text messages, emails. But when you come in, it's going to be all done and it's going to look beautiful.
So it's a lot of communication back and forth, which
Yes,
is exciting.
A lot of communications.
So the client really does get to help pick what they want as well. It's not just someone
Of course.
giving all the design details. You have the option of being able to be involved in
Of
it.
course, a big part of designing is listening to your client.
Totally.
And see what they like, and more important, what they don't like. And we take it all in. We work with all the input that they give us, and at the end we come up with a design that we all love.
Well, I'm amazed at how many different samples of the floor tiles and the backsplash tiles and the unique lighting that you have in here. It just seems so elegant and special and understated.
Well, that's part of us being all women. We're very, we're very picky with all the samples that we pick up, all the product that we bring in. It's very important for us to be more of a boutique and be a little different and special in our designs and our selections.
Well, definitely the cabinetry and the high-end appliances, there's nothing that you haven't thought of here. Congratulations on the success of
Thank
your
you so
business,
much.
and wishing you another 20 years of great success ahead.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for choosing us.
So that's it for our show today. We hope you enjoyed the show and learned something too. Please join us for more healthy, colorful recipes and cooking tips next time on Cooking with Color for Kids.